phone ringing already. Sorry about that. Kent Hovind here. It is June the 3rd, 2017. I'm in Michigan. Let me get the volume turned off here. Sorry about that. And at Mary's grandkids' house, some of them, she has 7 grandkids. We're visiting with 3 of them here, having a wonderful time. The kids are, what, 1, 3, and 4, something like that, pretty close together. We're having a blast. Anyway, sorry I didn't get to make a broadcast the last couple of days. We've been traveling and preached in Ohio, near Mentor, Ohio, in Willoughby, Ohio, last 2 nights ago. And I covered part of seminar part 5. They asked me to do that specifically, and we tried to record it, and it just did not come out. I tried everything. I don't know how to flip, which all switches to flip, I guess, on microphone and everything to get to YouTube, but we're going to eventually redo the whole seminar series. That's coming as soon as we can. A couple of quick announcements. I'll be back in the office in about, I think I preach a week from this Sunday in Kentucky, and then head home after that, probably drive all night. This is the old motorhome that they gave us. It's a 99 model. We love this thing. It's only got 17,000 miles on it now. It's a little bigger than we need, so we think we might sell this and get a smaller one. It's kind of hard to herd this thing down the road. Anyway, so, but it's been great. We stopped to get tire pressure checked on the way to Texas, and the guy checked the pressure. He said, "These are the original tires." I said, "Yeah, they got all the tread left on them. They only got, at the time, 15,000 miles on." He said, "They're 18 years old. You don't do that with a motorhome." Oh, okay. They were, anyway, $1,200 later, we got a whole new set of tires on the motorhome, so good shape. So we tried to redo seminar part 5, and I've been tweaking it and working on all my slides and seminars for the whole time I've been home from prison now, nearly 2 years. Getting ready to do that retape of the whole seminar. But so far, it's probably a long ways away, 6 months to a year away from doing that. So we'll get to questions and answers when we can. I got a busy schedule up here. I speak tomorrow in this area, up in Michigan. You go to drdino.com to get our schedule. If you'd like to know where I'll be, if you get close, come on out. If you'd like a church to have me come, have them give a call to Rhonda, the secretary, or just email secretary@drdino.com. We've had trouble with our phone system, and I apologize. I think a couple of the phones are not working again. And so it seems to, between the website and the phone system, the devil's after me from every side trying to shut us down to stop the message. But yeah, I think the 855 Big Dino number has always worked, and one of the extensions may not work, but you can do that if you need to get a hold of us or get a hold of me. My wife, Mary Toko Hovind, her website, childhoodshots.com, her email still works, but her phone, as we don't have the number anymore, that whatever's posted on there. So if you're trying to get a hold of her, I apologize. We're working on it, trying to get it fixed. Okay, I got to go be grandpa here for a few minutes and then head to the store to get some things to fix on the motorhome. If you want to come down to Lenox, Alabama, we have a long list of things that need fixed. We're praying for an old fellow to come down that loves to putz around and do little projects and keep the shop organized and get a free place to live and free food, and in exchange for just getting some stuff done for us. So it's been interesting to see the comments. I posted a Facebook comment yesterday, I think it was, about someone had a YouTube up about me, about a friend of mine named Chris Jones. I'm not going to do, he did take it down, so I'm not going to do a long program on that. However, Chris Jones has been a friend of mine for many, many years. I've known he was railroaded completely by the system because he knew things about what happened at the jail. They threw him in jail for absolutely no reason. The guards beat him unconscious. When he got released later to await trial for this false charge they brought him up on, the guards beat another prisoner and beat him to death. And so the guards at the prison were claiming, and the U.S. attorney, district attorney, whatever it was, was claiming, well, this is a one-time incident. And Chris was going to testify, no, it's not. This is routinely what they do. And so they had to shut him up somehow. So they made up these wild charges from an incident from 5 years earlier, I believe it was. Anyway, it was insane. So it's all over. Forget it. Drop it. The story is not, the people who are reporting the story do not know the facts, and the people who think that I am somehow wrong for defending a child molester do not know the fact. He is not a child molester, never has been. He's a great Christian friend of mine. And if you want to get a hold of him, you send me your phone number, and I'll send it to him and let him call you. He can explain it all. But Chris Jones, there is a Ted Gunderson, the attorney or the FBI director for that area years ago, did a short video about that, saying one of the worst cases of travesty of justice he's ever seen is the Chris Jones case. And I agree. It was awful. They threw him in prison for like 3 years. When they let him out, they put him on a real restrictive probation. He couldn't go in any house. He had to sleep in his car for a couple of years. It's absolutely evil what they did. It was all to cover up for their crimes. So don't get mad at me for saying I like Chris Jones. Chris, you're a great friend. Keep up the good work. And God has great plans for you, brother. So anyway, we've been friends for a long time. I'd highly recommend his book that he wrote about the crucifixion of Christ being on Wednesday. I don't have it with me, but Chris, I will get done reading that eventually. You only gave it to me about a year ago. I'm a little behind, but I will finish reading it and then recommend it with any reservations I have. I don't know of any book I've ever read that I recommend 100%. But they all have some little drawbacks here and there, like The Shack. I take a lot of flack over that for even mentioning it. I enjoyed it. About once a year in prison, I read The Shack. I read a lot. I read 1,800 books while I was in, and I enjoyed it. I learned a lot, and it was a great comfort and blessing. There are some theological differences, I understand. Well, when I buy a hamburger at McDonald's, I pick the onions off. I don't like onions, so I pick them off. You can eat the meat and spit out the bones. If you don't like part of the book, then throw it out. Then don't eat it. It's real simple. But don't get mad at me for recommending a book. I think that's childish. Anyway, Chris, loved your book so far about proving that Jesus was crucified on Wednesday. That is great. Great. I've always known that and have agreed, and that's great research. And so we'll get to it eventually, but I got to go here. Got grandkids waiting. A million things to fix on this old motorhome. Not million, a little tweaky stuff. You know, the running lights, a couple of them don't work, and the headlight shines up in the trees. And we got plenty to do. So if you get bored, come to Lenox, Alabama. Bring a hammer. Actually, we got like 6 hammers now, so never mind. We got both left and right-handed hammers, so it wouldn't matter. No excuses. I think we have one ambidextrous hammer. Can be used either way. That's a joke, Hannah. Come on down, help us out. We got a lot to do. We have slowed things down there at the camp because there's just simply not enough money to finish what we got started. We'd love to finish everything, so we may not be able to open for another 6 months to a year. We're not in a hurry. When we're ready, when God supplies, we'll open and get it done. We've had a lot of people coming anyway. Come down. We've had over 1,000 people come through just to take the tour and see what we're doing there. In addition to another 1,000 people have come through to help us out. About 1,000, we're guessing. Come, stay for a day, stay for a week, and help us get stuff done. There is so much to do in the landscaping, gardening, carpentry, electrical, plumbing. It's endless. I've got a 4-page list of little details that need to be finished that aren't quite done yet, like putting trim here and or there, or nailing this nail in, or pounding this nail in. It's a lot of stuff to do. And if you'd like to have just a wonderful time at Dinosaur Adventureland, come on down and see what we're doing down there. Help us out. You can give the ministry a call, 855-BIG-DINO. That's 855-244-3466, or go to drdino.com. One thing you can all do to help is tell other people about our YouTube and about our ministry, drdino.com. We want to reach the whole world from Lenox, Alabama. If you're coming down I-65 and don't have too long, want to stop in for a quick visit, just give us a holler.